Hi everyone. In this video, let us see how an incremental refresh works in the Power BI reports. This is the agenda we are going to discuss today. And coming to the incremental refresh and its functionality, incremental refresh in Power BI is a data management feature. That allows the data sets to update only the changed or new data instead of reloading the entire data set. This technique reduces the refresh times and optimizes the resource utilization, especially when working with large data sets. In real time, it will be very useful when you work with finance data where the rows are like more than 10 million of rows. It will be very useful. And because of this incremental refresh optimizes the data updates, you will see the maximum 80% optimization or the refresh time improvement, the performance improvement. The role of this date based partitions in refresh operations is a backbone for the entire incremental refresh. By dividing the data sets into manageable slices defined by the date range, such as days, weeks, or months. These partitions enable the selective refreshing of only recent data segments while preserving the older data untouched. This proper partitioning improves query performances, reduces the memory load, and with data generally stored in separate tables or partitions per date slice rapidly increases the refresh cycles. Coming to the operating modes of incremental refresh, the import mode is the most commonly used storage mode in Power BI, where data is loaded and stored in memory within the PBIX file or Power BI service. This mode supports complex transformations and fast querying, but initially requires loading the entire dataset. It serves as a foundation for incremental refresh since the partitions are stored in the in-memory model, enabling the selective refresh of partitions to optimize the dataset updates. Why incremental refresh works primarily in import mode? You know, because it relies on the storing data in partitions within the dataset model, which import mode facilitates through in-memory storage. Whereas direct query mode queries the source live without storing the data, making partition-based selective refresh infeasible. Thus, incremental refresh leverages import mode's ability to segment and persist the data partitions, enabling efficient partial refreshes on updated date ranges. And comparing the import mode versus direct query mode. You know, import mode stores data within the Power BI and enables complex calculations and incremental refresh but requires data reloads. Whereas direct query mode queries data live from the source without storage, offering real time data but no incremental refresh. And coming to the composite models, which combines both modes for flexibility, while direct query excels in live reporting scenarios, it lacks partitioning. So advantages of import mode. Okay. So understand these differences guides choosing the best mode based on the refresh, latency, and data volume. And the mandatory requirements of configuring this incremental refresh, the necessity of date and datetime column. You know, a key requirement for the incremental refresh is a date or datetime column in the data set to define the data partitions accurately. This column acts as a reference to establish time based boundaries for data slices that will be refreshed incrementally. Without such a temporal column, Power BI cannot segment data correctly, making incremental refresh impossible. Best practice is to ensure this column is continuous, indexed, and aligns with business calendar needs. Implementing the range start and range end parameters. Okay, we can see here. First, we need to define the parameters, and the name of the parameters must be range start and range end. We have to define these parameters in the Power Query and then apply this filters using the greater than equals to the range start and less than the range end on the date or date time columns. We need to filter the table in the Power Query, and then we have to set the incremental refresh, and then we have to publish it. Once we publish and refresh, then the service generates the partitions and refreshes only the relevant slices on each cycle. We will see in our lab practically. And date filter and publishing steps. To enable the incremental refresh, a date filter utilizing the range start and range end must be applied in the Power Query. Yes, we have seen in the previous slides. That dynamically restricts the data during the refresh. After configuring this filter, the data test must be published to the Power BI service since the incremental refresh policies are only honored in the cloud. We can't test this in the Power BI desktop application. We have to publish the report to the Power BI service to test this functionality. That step ensures the scheduled incremental refresh runs seamlessly within the Power BI's managed environment, enabling enterprise grade data update automation and preventing the overlapping partitions. And we need to avoid the duplicates in the data, right? For that, we should make an effective partition strategy that requires the partitions do not overlap, to prevent the redundant refreshes and maintain data integrity. Using the logic of greater than equals to the start date and less than the end date that ensures the partitions mutually exclusive with ranges covering the contiguous but non-overlapping periods. This approach avoids conflicts, errors that arise from overlapping. So duplicate data between the partitions can cause data inaccuracies and inflate the data set size unnecessarily. So adhering to the strict partition boundaries using the parameters we defined ensures each data row belongs to exactly one partition. And these are the best practices for partition configuration. And coming to the conclusion, in summary, understand the features, operating modes, and the precise requirements of the incremental refresh in Power BI allows for optimized data updates and efficient report performance. Implementing best practices around the partition logic, filtering ensures the reliable and scalable refresh cycles. Applying these insights empowers users leverage Power BI's full potential in handling the large data sets effectively. Hope this is useful and please watch the practical lab video for the incremental refresh for a much more clear understanding. Thank you.